Hello, good day, everyone. Hope you're doing great. Happy New Year to you all. This is our first live video of the year 2023. And I actually have some bad news for you. Well, yeah, in many respects, it's bad news. Join in, guys. So we're live on TikTok, on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram across our social media platforms. We have some bad news for you. Well, it's too early in the year to be sharing bad news, but it's not too good news. So please join in. New year, new fees. New year, new fees. So I hope you've had a great start to the year so far. We're looking forward to a lot of great things happening to all of us this year. Don't forget to share the live feed and, of course, follow our page or subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Let's jump into it. So, this morning we got news that USCIS or U.S. Immigration is planning on increasing the fees. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call. Sorry, I disconnected that. Okay, so USCIS or Department of Homeland Security, they have actually proposed a rule to adjust the fees for U.S. immigration applications. So let's take a quick look at that. This is going to be a very quick live video. It's already 4:12 p.m. here, so we should take just about 15 minutes to discuss this. So the new rule, they're going to try to adjust U.S. immigration application fees, and they'll add new fees for certain benefit requests and, establish some rules concerning the fee structure. And the proposed rule, they are actually going to be publishing this proposed rule in the Federal Register on January 4th, 2023. That's tomorrow, I believe. And there's a comment period that will be open for 60 days. They are, asking people to make comments or give their suggestions about this before it can become final. Now, let's take a look at the actual release. Okay, the actual release. What they're saying is that the Department of Homeland Security proposes to adjust certain immigration and naturalization benefit request fees charged by USCIS. So they are saying that USCIS actually conducted a biennial fee review. So they conduct fee reviews twice in a year, right? And they determined that its costs have increased considerably since its previous fee adjustments due to expanded humanitarian programs. And they're also saying that there's now higher demand, for U.S. immigration applications. There's increased processing times. And there's actually a need for more USCIS employees. They now need more hands to deal with all the backlogs. So people are like, yeah, right. There's just already so much backlog. And what you are coming to do is increase fees when people have been waiting for several years. But that's what they're planning on doing. They're saying that there is actually, there's increased costs. You guys know that now there's inflation everywhere. There's apparently an economic crunch. So USCIS is also feeling the pinch. They're like, look, we need to take more money from you. So within the next 60 days, we'll hear about that. Okay, so now it says that USCIS cannot maintain adequate service levels with the effects of the budget cuts and its current level of spending without lasting impacts on operations. DHS proposes to adjust USCIS fees, add new fees for certain benefits requests, establish distinct fees for petitions for non-immigrant workers, and actually limit the number of beneficiaries on certain forms. I probably should have shared my screen on Facebook and LinkedIn and with the Twitter viewers, but I have no idea why I didn't share the screen. So okay, yeah, so because it's a quick live, I guess. That's why I didn't share this screen with you. Okay, but essentially they are simply just proposing that there's going to be an increment in the fee structure. So if you qualify for any type of US immigration benefit, please, this is the time to file it. Don't wait until the fees are increased and then you start crying cocorico saying, oh, why did they increase the fees? You've been given the warning. It will take some time for them to implement this if this is, it goes through. The proposal actually goes through. Why am I was actually looking at whether I could share the screen on YouTube. Let me see if we could do that very quickly. It's interesting. Okay, I cannot find it, so we might as well, maybe I could share this through email and then share it with you guys. Okay, so yeah, that's the news. Unfortunately, that's the not so sweet news for the year. So just make sure that if you qualify for any type of U.S. immigration, like any U.S. immigration benefits, the time to file it is now. Don't wait at all. Because of course, once U.S. immigration increases their fees, lawyers will also increase their fees. So that's it. Okay, I found it. I've been able to, pull it up. Let me see if I can share the screen with the YouTubers. Restream. I don't think I'm enjoying their service. I probably may need to. No. Okay, I have to download it first. Okay, I did. And now let me see if I can share it. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Every time I think I'm so ready and then I come and it's like, okay, there's something that needs to be done. Yeah, guys, do you have any questions, comments? Please drop them and then we'll try to read them before we hop off. Okay, drop your questions and comments. Anything U.S. immigration related. And then we'll try to answer those questions. TikTok. Akosi on TikTok says, when are they going to reduce their fees? That's what that one, forget it. They are never going to reduce their fees. The motto is forward ever, backwards never. So they'll tell you there's a lot of, there's increased costs and they're trying to deal with the backlog, so they need more workers. So unfortunately, if you are counting on that, it won't happen. So if I were you, I would try to do, file my applications sooner rather than later to avoid. Okay. I just didn't share this. I can't share the screen, so we will leave it as it is. I really felt this was going to be a quick live. That's why I didn't bother to share. And then, okay. So USCIS says that if DHS does not adjust USCIS fees, it will not have the resources it needs to provide adequate service to applicants and petitioners, or be able to keep pace with incoming benefits requests workload. And USCIS processing times and backlogs will not improve. So that's all they're trying to tell everyone, that look, the backlog is there, but we need more money to deal with the backlog. We cannot handle the backlog. DHS intends for this rulemaking to provide the funding required for USCIS to improve service levels. So, in other words, until more money is charged and they start billing more, don't expect the processing times to improve. The backlogs will continue to remain where they are. And then once this goes through, they can now address those backlogs. I saw some questions on Instagram. Mr. Imperi says, had my interview today for citizenship and was told by consulate that background check pending. Okay. Where did you have the citizenship interview? The officer and the immigration officer told you the background check pending. Okay. Hopefully once it comes back clear, you should receive your oath of naturalization, the date you will come and swear it if you were able to pass the civics and the English test. So congratulations. Hopefully you don't have anything that will disqualify you from becoming a US citizen. Okay, let me check on Facebook. Abdullah Ibrahim Steve says, so sweet. Prince Adobo says, I would love to speak with you when you're available. Prince, please, as you know, our office line is right there. Please contact the office line, and then you can schedule a time based on my calendar. Okay, and then I'll be very, very happy to speak with you. So our number is right there, 802-780-0564 or akpokulaw.com. Henry Jones says, had wanted to ask, how long should one wait after divorce to marry I-130, to remarry I-130? So there's no time. The law doesn't state a time, right? But what you're trying to avoid. So one of the fraud triggers on USCIS's fraud sheet is that marriage immediately after divorce is one of the fraud trigger. But again, that alone is not a ground, like it's not grounds to determine that fraud is involved, or it's not dispositive of the fact that there's fraud, right? It's a totality of the circumstance situation. So there's no timeline, but because sometimes some divorces take a long time and some people start talking to other people, and then immediately they have a valid divorce decree, they go on to marry their newfound girlfriends or boyfriends, like maybe a month later or whatever. So you do what works for you. Just make sure you're able to answer if anybody raises that red flag or raises that observation. Like a U.S. immigration officer brings that to your attention, you should be prepared to respond to it. So we can help you. Try to contact us so we can, because you don't want to joke with these type of things. Okay. No Mimi012 on TikTok says, my husband is putting me in his account bank, or we have to open a new account. Which is better? Whatever will show that you have a joint life together, shared experiences, shared financial lives. That's what's better. So whatever works for you. Amsa Wolf says, I was married in 2016 to an American, but I can't find her. Do I have a case for staying in the US? You could have a case. You certainly could have a case if it qualifies as battery or extreme cruelty, because that's abandonment, and it depends on the effect it had on you, because there's emotional abuse, physical, psychological, financial, sexual, verbal. So if that qualifies as extreme cruelty and battery, then you could probably have a case under the Violence Against Women Act. So please contact us, akpokulaw.com, and we will be looking in our bio on TikTok, and we'll be able to assist you with that. Can I contact you for this case? Of course you can. Please go to the bio on our TikTok page, and you should be able to get in touch with us, and we'll be able to help you. Can a green card? Well, first of all, evaluate your eligibility for the VAWA application before we start filing it. So contact us for that. Okay, I definitely will. Are you in Atlanta? We're in Virginia, but we handle clients all around the US. Where you are is not a barrier. We have clients in all 50 states as well. All right, guys. So this was, as I promised you guys, a quick live. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, follow our page, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I really wish you a happy new year. A lot of blessings this year. Okay, guys, take care and have a good one. Bye.